Hello, John Dilworth here. Sunday with Dilly. I thought I'd let us know the status of Howl. And it's coming on a year since our completion. It's August, finished in end of September, something like this. So it's coming up on an anniversary. And I think it's appropriate for us to review our expectations of our work. We need not remind about the work and its significance to us artists. And if the work is any good, exceptionally good, like The Chicken from Outer Space or The Dirty Birdie, or even Life in Transition, we rely on these works for the breath we take to keep going. Now, it comes to mind what happens when our expectations for our work is unmet, or somehow through our efforts becomes something else, unplanned, as Howl has become something else. And it's amazing to me how I did not see that, didn't consider it. From all the mystic belief that I put into this film, it did not persuade the culture I wished it to. Rather, the horror genre. Now you're laughing, and so am I, because I did make a horror short. And I'm mistaken in believing I did anything otherwise. So what are we discussing, artists? What or how do we survive a disappointment? Little ones, big ones. What keeps us going? Doesn't this deserve our attention and articulation? Isn't it a part of just the craft of art making? That we acknowledge it, we know it, it's to be, like the end of conscious time, which would be our death. Now, we can't think about that, right? Because it'll get in the way of watching streaming movies or video games, or making movies, or making art, something like this. So we just don't think about it, right? Is that what it is? I would like to offer an alternative, a direct confrontation with that reality. This is my working premise. The 4 years I put into creating Howl. I did other things, of course. You have to. There's no way. I mean, did anybody give us unlimited funds to make this little project? This sensual project? That's what these films are. I mean, how I'm going off on a tangent. Please, reel me back. Because I think I was living in an alternative reality, one that, of course, I created and then believed in. A mysticism. This is what I did, and I wonder. I never discuss it with my colleagues. If they do the same, nothing matters. Nothing else matters but the film. The personal expression, the will to create, right? I'm not going to mention Nietzsche, because my goodness, you know how we feel about metaphysicians. Physician, heal thyself. However, there is wisdom in living. That's why we put our feet in the sand and we regard the ocean. Some say where we all began, out there. But the how to use instructions, they were not included. And there's all these kind of myths and legends about how we lost, or how we came to lose the how to use instructions of life. Please do not misunderstand me. I'm reflecting on Howl coming on its 1-year anniversary, and it's tremendous. The coming back down to earth, the return to being human, with all the faults and all the horrors and all the disappointments that being human includes. So we expect now relevant successes and joys and celebrations and passion and sensuality and beauty and moral vigor. Nothing obscure. The kind of ethics that we would wish is bestowed on us as we leave our homes every day and encounter the other, and greeted with a level of wonder on another. The idea alone is, yeah, it's elevating. It's Sunday and I'm at the beach. These are the things one does at the beach. Just to think. So I'm not a fan of not living every day, not knowing it, feeling it, reminding myself of it, and not living somewhere else in a fantasy, predicting, imagining, developing, creating a future that does not exist. And I'm not to be told that future, neither, or even the present. I will just use my own eyes. I will just listen with my own ears. I will come to my own conclusions about what is real. But I certainly don't spend a lot of time with my feet not in the sand. Stay animated.